Right, hello and welcome to a week of training out in Girona. I'm actually out here because I am filming some bits for Decathlon Agile for the Vuelta, which has started today. I don't know when the first stage is kicking off, but it's Saturday the 23rd as we speak, and it is starting today. And I'm going out to basically film one of the team time trial stages. Which is in a town not too far from Girona, so I figured, well, it's on there, I thought I'd bring my bike and extend the trip to a week because I've only cycled here one time last year and it was beautiful. So I fancy exploring it a little bit more with the bike, and I've got the RCR-F with me as well. The new one, the aero bike, which is going to be extraordinarily nice to cycle on these Spanish roads. Yeah, we'll go through the specs on that bike in a little bit once I've got it sorted. Currently sat there in sweet Nish in some random ass field in Girona because I can't check in for another like 4 hours. I messed up the flights, had a super early flight, and I didn't realise check into the accommodation that I've got was at 4 p.m. So a little bit in the mud with that, but I'll see if I can get an early check-in. I think you can pay to check in at 1, so I'll have to do that. I've still got a couple of hours just to mull about, but otherwise I've not got too many plans. Wednesday is the team time trial, the Vuelta, which is in that town near Girona. But otherwise I'm just going to be exploring the area on my bike, going to a few cafes, seeing who's about. Basically just want to get some good miles in on the bike. Since coming back from the Marmot and the Etape de Tour, which were 2 events I did out in the French Alps, I found my motivation to go out and ride in Stockport is very low indeed. I've not got anything to train for, and I've just been like putting off going out and not been doing too much, so hopefully I can get back to it this week and put down some decent miles. Because them 2 events were my big sort of goals for the year, and then once you finish them I think it's pretty normal to have somewhat of a come down period where you're just lacking in motivation a little bit, because they were the things that I'd wake up and I'd go and I'd force myself to go out because I knew otherwise I wouldn't get round the Marmot especially. So without them I'm a little bit just I am the type of guy I need an event to motivate me really. I've not got that sort of David Goggins discipline. Sun's shining, the weather's looking peng. I mean, we are in August, so I'd expect it to be pretty good in Spain. It's so funny, like it's midday pretty much now, or 11 o'clock. All the shops just shut. I don't understand. When does the Spanish working day start? Oh, we're at the gaff at long last. That was a tough gig getting the bike box up them stairs. I'm in like an old school Spanish building. It's like a windy staircase that was very narrow. It was pretty awful. But I am just about to set the bike up. I need to go buy some bits for the bike as well. I've totally forgot this doesn't have bottle cages and stuff on, so I need to go pick them up, build this, and then I reckon we'll head out for a little bit. Bike is all good. I've got a 55k route lined up with about 800 meters of climbing. Goes up Hells Angels and then round the back ends, hopefully on quiet roads. Outside of Eat Sleep Cycle, which I think is one of the more popular bike shops in the area. They have like rentals, they have an actual shop selling clobber, and then they also have a cafe as well. Apparently they're just on their siesta at the minute. The siesta from 2 till 4. Tough life, innit, around here, Jesus. It's approaching Hells Angels now. I think off the top of my head the climb is about 10 kilometers, but the gradient is nice. It's like 3%, or maybe a little over 3%. So you can spin up it very nicely for the most part. I think last time when I was here in October, I did it in just under 30 mins. I'm not having a dig right now, but I am going to come back at some point this week and go for it. Oh mate, it's beautiful, especially compared to some of the climbs I've been doing lately in the Alps. This is just a bit of me, do you know what I mean? This is exactly how I remember it and why I liked it so much. It's not the most scenic climb in the world. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's not as epic as some of the ones in Mallorca or the Alps and that. But what's so good about this one is the road surface is impeccable all the way up. There's barely any cars. So far I'm maybe 4k in, 3k in. Not seen a single car, just a Donny on a moped who's also here just enjoying the views and that. 5k up halfway. I'm not exactly slouching, by the way. My heart rate's at about 169, 170. I'm not sure if that's just the heat or not. It's clocking 32 degrees on the Garmin. Feels like we are riding in an oven. Made it to the top. Not sure what time that was in. I'd imagine that was actually pretty quick because by the end I was gassed, nearly cramping. So I'll put it on the screen when I know, but got a bit carried away there. First climb of the trip.
¿Algo más?
Sí. Oh, it's so nice. Ice cold Fanta Limon at the top of a sensational climb. This is just prime ciclismo. You just don't get this stuff at home, do you know what I mean? It's sad. $11 out of 10. Now that is a pretty spectacular viewpoint. I don't know why it's so quiet as well. There's barely anyone about. On the way up, I saw two riders coming down. One of them was a Red Bull Bora rider. I don't know if it was Roglic or not. It looks a little bit like him, but it's hard to tell when they're in the full team kit. And I saw one car on the entire 10k stretch up. It's madness, like proper different to Mallorca, which is flooded with cyclists and cars and stuff as well. So it's just a lot more peaceful out here, I think. Probably why all the pros in that move out here. It's a little less hassle. First descent on the RCR-F coming up. I need to remember I'm on Euro brakes as well because this machine came from France. So the left is the front brake, which is going to take some getting used to. I wonder if I can get that changed when I get home. Just nothing around here, but in the best way, do you know what I mean? A couple of old town Spanish villages dotted around, no cars, no people. It's so nice to just be able to ride the bike with the freedom of knowing there ain't that stress of cars and that. It just makes all the difference, as does the surface. That's all I'm missing. That's all I'm missing in England. The weather, the surface of the road and the volume of cars. That's what makes it shit. Bit of tranquility, do you know what I mean? That's all I'm after these days. That's all I'm after. first car of the entire ride, well, out of the main village, that has overtaken me today. And it did so on the other side of the road. It's just a dream, man. Oh, lovely stuff. Makes me happy. Someone might need to fact check this and verify it, but I'm pretty sure this loop I'm on now is the Hincappie Loop, made famous by George Hincappie. I'm sure him and Lance used to do this route quite a lot when they lived in Girona in the late 90s as they were riding for US Postal. Don't know if it was Lance and their US Postal lot who were the OG trailblazers for Girona, but I imagine they played a pretty big part in what it's come today. There's a load of athletes live here now, triathletes, cyclists, trail runners and that. It's like a heavily populated with professional athletes just because it's so perfect for training. Vamos. Pretty much back. Got about another 5k to get to their accommodation. Beautiful ride. On the recovery before the ride's even finished, that is how serious I'm taking the training this week. Oh, God, so good. Choco milk, cacao latte, cocoa latte. I'm back at the gaff. I need to get some food down because we've got 3 hours tomorrow morning on the cards with Elliot, VC Let's Get It. He's a local resident. Hopefully he's going to show me some nice Spanish roads. I can feel the motivation just leaking back into my veins. You know what I mean? This is exactly what I needed. I feel happy, I feel relaxed. Focusing on the basics, just eating decent, sleeping, riding the bike, making the videos. That's it. That's all we want. Good morning. This ain't a nutrition channel, but in case you were wondering what I'm having for a 3 hour ride in the scorching heat, I've had some choco-pick and a little pot of porridge. I've got one of the caffeine Morton mixes. These are 80 grams of carbs. And then I'm going to take one of the solid 160s and another gel, a couple of Haribo as well. And I'm hoping Elliot will stop at a garage so I can grab a Coke or something, and maybe a Mars bar depending on how quick he's wanting to go today. And then I've got my electrolyte, one of the Cadence Core 500s in this other bidon, so that should be plenty. Tried mixing the electrolyte powders with the caffeine carb mix before. It doesn't work with the caffeine one for some reason. It just doesn't sit right in my stomach. It's all right with the normal one, but the caffeine one just did it at the T100 triathlon, and I got off the bike and it felt like I had a lead balloon in my belly. It wasn't very nice, so I'm going to avoid that moving forward. Another beautiful day though. We're going to meet in La Comuna at 9:30, which is like one of the little coffee shops as well, just for a brew, and then roll out at 10. I've swapped my jersey last minute just before I leave because the other one is the only aero jersey I've got with me, I think, and I'm going to save that for when I am up L's Angels. Now, in terms of the camera that I'm using on the bike most of the time, depends on what the circumstances. Sometimes it's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, but I've not brought that with me on this trip. It's just the DJI Action 4. This is the older version, and then I mount it with this like mouth bite thing. So you sort of heat up these rubber bits, chomp down on it, and then it molds to your teeth so you can get in your golf. when you're on the bike, so you don't have to use your hands, which is ideal really for the descending stuff. I've actually stopped using the Insta360 since I've been doing this. Don't know, I just find the Insta360 footage, just sometimes it's not very good. I'm just not a massive fan of it at this point. Arrived, just waiting for Elliot to come now. He's on Spanish time there, so absolutely no doubt he'll be late. What's that specky crank you got on there?
Yeah, we got the SRM on there. He's never seen so little watts in his life.
Is that a stock with a bike?
No, I got that from a team actually here.
Yeah, nice. Right, 35k in. What have we got now? First descent of the day.
Yeah, we have.
Do you know the name of it?
No. I actually should. I do know the name, but I don't know the name.
We're going to do a bit of descent disciples if I can keep up with him on the descent. You're going to take it quite easy, I reckon, for me.
Yes.
Yeah?
Very easy.
But we'll make it look good. Nah. Called what?
It's called La Ganga.
La Ganga. Right.
We're on the La Ganga climb.
Vamos is what they say.
Warm up the tyres. We're going to take it easy.
Yeah. That's fucking lovely. What flavour is that? Fruited Del Dragon.
So good on that.
What's the hole then? What have you got?
This is the hole. So we've got two.
Calippo.
This is a Calippo in Spain, apparently. A Prulo, a Red Bull.
Nice.
And then a big Aquarius.
Yeah, I might get one of that.
This is going in the bidon. This is how to stay cool in Spain.
Take it out of the packaging and slip them in.
Yeah, so just rip them off.
Our flavours a mix.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, it's a bit rogue, man. It's a bit rogue. But
This is a pro tip.
Here we go. There's one. It goes in the bidon, like. There. Look. It looks like something really.
Do you
strange.
stick any liquid in?
No, just you just have to let it milk.
How much liquid do you get out of that then?
I have no idea, man.
Just pure sugar as well. Good idea for fuel.
That's what life is like. Actually, there's one of those for sale in Madrid, actually.
Expensive around here.
The one in Madrid is being sold for 9k euros, which I don't think is too bad.
With what, 250k miles on it?
Mate, probably more than.
Trying to stay alive, I'm eating minerals and vitamins. I tell the times with tales of principles when I begin. It's not very nice and hell, I've seen it all, invite him in. And only time can tell, the nights prevail, we slice it thin. I've been a fool, I'm witnessing the walls are sinking in. Without a pause, I see these intervals all interlinked. I'm lyrical, I watch the silver spoon turn into pink.
Dusted. Minerals there.
I'm running thin on ink, my tentacles ring, yeah. Is it anything that I put in? Watch my brother undercover, every hint of passion. Take my number, no more suffering, begin the action. No runners up, don't give a fuck, I twist it in a fraction.
This is beautiful, what's this place? I actually don't know what this town is, but there's a school here.
This guy doesn't know anything.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I couldn't tell you what town.
Yeah, well nice that. It's gelato.
This place
Right, back in Girona. Elliot's treating us to a slushy. Just what a doctor ordered actually. I was a little cut towards the end of that. 8 p.m. in the evening now. I haven't done a lot at all really since I got back from the ride earlier today. I've eaten, I went out for a little bit of a short wander and sat and had a pizza outside somewhere, and then I've just come back and been sat editing this very video that you're watching, as well as quite a few other branded bits that I'm chasing my tail on at the minute. I've had a really busy period combined with being busy in terms of travel and stuff, and when that happens I just find I fall so far behind on all fronts, like emails, the actual creation of the videos, all sorts of stuff like responding to briefs and the concepting phase and stuff, and then my DMs as well. I'm just in the mud with them as well, so I'm chasing my tail at the minute. Hoping after this trip I should be back at home for quite a prolonged period of time and I can get back on track with everything, because I find myself quite stressed out about stuff when I'm chasing my tail. I don't like being late with things, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the evening, and then tomorrow I reckon we're going to go out, maybe try and beat the heat, so 9 o'clock in the morning maybe, if I can be asked. Good morning, it's Bank Holiday Monday. I don't know if it is a bank holiday out here in Spain, but I know it is at home. It's a Monday anyway, and we're going out on a recovery ride. It's feeling cooked, man. I'm feeling cooked. This is my 5th day in a row on the bike. I've not been doing that much, but just my body's just feeling a little more fatigued than I thought it would. So I'm gonna go for a chill day. I'm gonna go up hills, have a drink up at the top again, descend it, and then maybe do like a 30-40k flat loop at a chill pace. Just a chill pace, try and keep my heart rate down, get the legs spinning over, get some of their lactic out of them, because I can feel them, they're just aching. Also, this sun cream is goated. So this is the La Roche Posay, factor 50, sweat proof, all that sort of stuff. I wore this at the Marmot when I was out in the scorching sun for 10-11 hours on the bike. Put 2 layers of it on in the morning, sound, no sunburn at all, just caught a pretty decent tan. Right, we're at the top of the climb now. That was a nice little poodle. The clouds are out today, so it's not as insufferably hot. It's just kind of like humid and sticky, but there ain't no glare from the sun on my back, so it's all right. My legs, on the other hand, are not. I just feel so weak. Got absolutely nish in them. 200 plus watts just feels hard. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna roll back down now into Girona, probably go for a brew, and then I'll see if I fancy any more riding today. Alright, just at each sleep cycle now, got myself a little bit of a croissant and a smoothie. Healthy business, you know, it's a lifestyle. Some like watermelon strawberry smoothie thing. tastes healthy. Right, let's talk about this bicycle. Behind me we have the Rysel RCR-F. Now this is their sort of creme de la creme of aerodynamic race bikes, designed and raced by Decathlon AG2R Le Mondial, who are their world tour team that I'm going doing the video stuff for later in the week. The spec that they have sent is criminally above what I should be riding. I was expecting, I asked for Shimano, and I expected them to send the 105, if I'm honest, the silver one. Looks peng, I'd have been happy as Larry with that. But this thing showed up. This is the Girona Ace, literally world tour spec. This is a world tour spec bike. It's running Girona Ace. As the commercial model, it comes with a different gearing to what the pros will be running. So I've got 5236 on the front and 1134 on the back, which is pretty much my ideal gearing setup with Shimano. So in terms of the weight of the bike, it's listed in a size medium at 7.5 kilograms in this spec on the Decathlon website. This is a size large, so probably a little bit more than that. But that's still crazy light for an aero bike. And the characteristics of what makes it an aero bike is obviously, you can see by the look of it, the massively deep head tube, the deep forks and everything about it. It's just like fat, it's a big boy. So it comes in 3 specs. They've got the 105, the Ultegra, and then the Girona Ace. I'm pretty sure all of them come with these Swiss side Hadrian Ultimate wheels. These are 62.5mm, so the deepest wheels I've ran ever. So what's crazy is it comes stock with a 26mm time trial tyre. The Conti Aero 111, I think they are, but 26mm time trial tyre on the front, and then on the back you've got the 28mm Conti GP5000 that I have got along with extremely well on the RTR Pro. In Spain, that's a pretty dreamy setup. However, in England, when I go back, I'm gonna guess I'm gonna have to put a fatter tyre on the front. I don't think I can get by comfortably, at least on a 26mm tyre on a frame that is this stiff. But for now, I've just finished watching the Vuelta, and I'm gonna go and get an ice cream or a gelato, because there's a nice little gaff around the corner from this apartment, and I'm craving a bit of ice cream.
Some girls, they want...
Right, good morning sports fans. Today we have got a 70km route lined up, 600 metres elevation, nothing too drastic in terms of the climbs. I think there's 2 pretty steady ones, and that's about it. I've just stopped off at La Comuna for a croissant, and we're going to get out. Weather's looking decent, better than yesterday. Sun is out again, sun cream's on. Let's work on the tan.
Short list, please have a glance. To sleep in all day.
30 minutes in, 15k down. First climb of the day, 1 kilometre at 3%. Sign me up for them all day long. I think I'd actually take preference to a 30k climb at 3% compared to like a 10k climb at 10%. I think it's the double-digit gradients that really rinse you. I feel like I could go a long time on the shallow stuff. It's also beautiful around there. It's very green, proper vibrant green.
I'm not one for fairy tale dreams or technicolor Hollywood schemes. I'm more for living what must begin.
Just hacking my way up the main climb of the day. 4k at 4%. Exactly what you wish for when you come to Spain, really. Winding, smooth road, smooth gradient. I love it. Right, petrol station hall. Today we're on the purple Red Bull. I've not had this one before. It says Sabor Pomelo flavour. Not sure. And I've gone rogue with some Pringles. Didn't know what to choose. It wasn't a massive selection. It's only a tiny little gas station. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Keep looking down at my number zone. I'm just thinking, is the heat taking that much out of me, or have I just lost quite a bit of power? after having 3 weeks of doing not a lot of riding. Red Bull review. I have absolutely no idea what flavour that is, but it's quite nice. Very floral. Sit here all day gassing, I have absolutely no idea. Oh, okay, 34k in now. Pretty much exactly halfway, and most of the back end of the ride is downhill, other than one little climb. So let's see how quick we can get back. I would love to jump in that water right about now. Clocking 32 degrees on the Garmin, feeling hot, hot, hot. Whew. And we're done, 70k in the bag. My legs started to feel pretty good by the end actually, which is always the case. Start off feeling pretty shite and then grow into it and then the ride ends. Anyway, I'm on the way to go and find a cafe. We went to one last time, I think it was called La Fabrica. It was a bougie little gaff. I fancy some like pancakes or something there. Beautiful there, really smart. Let's see what we have. Right, so we are running the egg and cheese breakfast roll, which is on like a bagel, and then fresh orange juice and some agua. Yes.
Right to left now. Left to right. 54. Speed up here.
Right, we're at the foot of L's now. It's a cloudy day, so it ain't hot. I'm on the lightest bike I've ever been on. I have no excuses now. I'm out of excuses. Let's just see where we're at. I'm probably not going to film much, if at all, to be honest. I'm going to be trying to lock in a little bit, and I'll tell you how I get on at the top. I've got it on the Garmin KOM segment, so it'll come up with what my actual PB is. So I've got something to chase, which I think helps a lot as well. I've not got a lead out person, but let's have it. Oh, fuck. And we're done. I wish I had my heart rate monitor on there to see what we were at. Fucking hell. I managed 27:11, which is like a 2 minute 40 PB, which I'm pretty gassed with. Don't know the power numbers yet, but they must have been all right. Whew, to get me up that quick. Oh, God, that's a relief. Happy days though, man. That was, legs came good for pretty much the first time on the trip, which is Happy days, man. Oh God, I hate having efforts on the bike. You sort of have to find an uncomfortable spot pretty early on and just hold tight, and it doesn't really get too much worse until you get to the very last few kilometres, and then you're obviously in the pits and that. But let's go and get a drink. One last look at the view from here. This is the last time we'll see it in a minute, I reckon. Gloomy day, innit? I can feel rain as well. Thunderstorms forecast in the afternoon. Hopefully I don't get caught in it, because it is now literally raining.
Is in the air.